I really truly believe that God is going to allow the baby to stick and that we are going to carry a full-term baby. I'm super excited for this journey, and I'm just super happy. What's up, guys? And welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa Analia, and if this is your first time on my channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and hit the post notification bell so that you're notified when I upload my next video. If you've already been here, what's up? All right. Anyways, so today, guys, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about my TTC journey. Let's get into the video. I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory about me. I'm gonna be doing regular TTC updates. I have went public on my TTC journey on Instagram. So if you're not following me on my Instagram for my TTC journey, please follow me at before_the_bump_with V. I got a lot of underscores. But follow me right there. Go do it right now. Click off, follow me, and come back. Period. Anyways, let's go back. Let's rewind. November 2014, me and my husband, we got married. We got married, and it was beautiful. It was good. It was amazing. It was great. We didn't come into the marriage thinking like as soon as we get married, we're going to have kids. It's not a thought in our mind, not something that we were thinking about. A year after us being married, we started getting questions from family, from friends, from everybody that knew we was married. Like, when y'all having kids? Where the baby's at? What's going on? When y'all gonna have some children? We would just keep saying, whenever God say so, you know, and God's timing. 3 years into our marriage, 2017 is when I saw 2 lines on the pregnancy test ever in my life and was super excited and was like, oh my gosh. It ended in a chemical pregnancy. I'm going to start from 2017 of my TTC journey. That's the year that I really want to start from. From 2017 until 2018, we really did not try. Cause that was September of 2017 when that happened. I'd probably say February of 2018, maybe even March 2018 of when we really had tried to try again. It was like 6 months that had went past, and I just tried to try again. I think we only tried for like 1 or 2 months, and we gave up. And we were just like, whatever. If it happened, it happened. It don't. Because I didn't fall pregnant within those first 1 or 2 months. I never stayed constantly trying, which meaning trying to figure out when I ovulate, have sex around the time that I ovulate. First of all, let me just pause real quick and let me say this. Let's be for real. Everything that we learn in sex ed is a lie. Well, I won't say everything, but they would tell you just having sex can get you pregnant. Boom. I want to practice safe sex, because if you don't practice safe sex, you're going to get pregnant, which is a lie. They don't tell you that you have to be ovulating. They don't tell you that it's a small window for you to actually get pregnant when you are ovulating. And that most people don't even know when they're ovulating. They don't tell you all that. So that is a lie. And you know what? I need to be paid at this point. Y'all need to pay me for all the lies that you told me in high school. All these years I thought all I had to do was just have sex. And I would be pregnant. But you lied to me. Blasphemy. Catastrophe. Okay, what's up? All right, so that's just not how it works. Like, for real, it just don't work like that, right? I said 6 months had passed by. I think, like I said, 1 or 2 months, we was doing something and things just wasn't happening. So, you know, I kind of got irritated. Then we hit a period in our marriage where we were about to be, like, separated, divorced. Like, we had really hit a period in our marriage where it had got really hard. And it was nothing to do with TTC journey. It was some other stuff that I'm not going to talk about. But we had a very hard time in our marriage around this time, and I just could not focus on trying to have kids because I was trying to focus on if I'm still finna be married to this man. So why would I be trying to have children if I'm finna divorce? That stopped the TTC journey from like another 6 months to a year, pretty much. We basically just wasn't worrying about TTC at all. So basically all in all, like, you know I sat along through the whole little spiel, but trying to remember these dates just irritating me. It's not gonna happen. Just know that me and my husband been married this November the 18th. Remember that date so you can say happy anniversary. We are about to be married for 7 years. Out of those 7 years, we've only been pregnant one time. Had an early stage miscarriage, a chemical pregnancy. Okay, now we are in 2021. I'm gonna talk about my cycle. I started out early being sexually active. My mom immediately put me on Depo-Provera, which is a birth control that shoots you in your butt every month. I started Depo-Provera when I was the age of 13. I took myself off of Depo-Provera when I think I was like 18. At that point, I'm grown. I was on Depo-Provera for 5 years. For 3 of those years, I didn't have a period at all. The last 2 years, I had a period, but it was irregular. My periods remain irregular. I'm 30 now, so I probably say my periods have been regular for the last year. So do the math. I have always had irregular periods since being on Depo-Provera, always. From basically going months without a period. I remember last year, I went 2 whole months without a period. I thought I was pregnant. For a year, I've had regular periods, and I just realized this when I was actually doing some research that talks about irregular versus regular. It basically states that a regular period is a period that is between 28 and 35 days. Any period that's less than 28 days is considered irregular. Any period that is over 35 days is considered irregular. Any period that is kind of like spotting and not a full-blown period is irregular. And any period that you go 2 or 3 months without a period is irregular. I have been having a period every 30 to like 32 days. So anyway, so that's that. So now that my cycles are regular, oh my gosh, like y'all don't even understand to even say that out loud. I have regular menstrual cycles. That is just so dope. So now we're current season of now, and we are trying to conceive again. This time, I'm not gonna give up. This time, I'm gonna keep going, even if I just continue to get negatives. I don't care if it takes a year. I'm gonna keep going for 12 cycles because they say that if you try for 12 cycles straight, then if you don't get pregnant, then there's a problem. So I'm gonna try for 12 months straight to get pregnant, and we're gonna see if I can get pregnant, which I know that I can, but when I get pregnant, hopefully it don't go past 12, come and be like, so sad. But this month, so far I'm on cycle number 2. And this time with conceiving, I'm using a body core temperature. You have body basal, which is thermometers that you put in your mouth when you first wake up. I'm using body core temperature. It's like a little device that's shaped like a sperm, and you enter it inside of your vagina and you just sit with it. And then in the morning you take it out, wipe it off a little bit, and you scan it to the back of your phone. It takes your temperature every 5 minutes. And when you scan it to the back of your phone, it basically tells you what your temperature is. It's able to detect before you ovulate, then it confirms after you've already ovulated. And it's detecting that due to the fact of a pattern of 0.3. So it's looking for a pattern of your temperatures to rise. So your temperature is gonna fluctuate, and then boom, ovulation is about to happen. Your temperature kind of go down. And then the next day, ovulation probably happened, or the next day after that ovulation happened, your temperature spike back up. Then you will have like an estrogen surge that comes after ovulation, and your temperature go down a little bit, but then the next day it spikes back up. And then when your temperature spikes back up, it's gonna stay up for the next 11 days. And if it stays up longer than 11 days, like longer than 12, 13 days, whatever, there's a high possibility that you already know you're pregnant before even taking the pregnancy test. If your temperature drops down on day 11, 12, 13, DPO, whatever, if it drops down, then you most likely finna get unflow. That's what I did last cycle. I used it all the way until it basically told me that I ovulated, and I just kept using it. And here's the chart right here. I kept using it, and as you can see, it was like this, and then it was dropped, then it went up, then it stayed up. But then when it got around the time that unflow was supposed to come, it dropped. That very day that it dropped, the next day unflow came. The positive about the time of when unflow came is that my luteal phase is not short. Luteal phase is the time between the day that you ovulate all the way until you actually have unflow. If you ovulate and then 9 days later your period come on, that's a short luteal. 10 days later, short. Anything 10 and under is short. You really want your luteal phase to be 11 or greater. Deeper your 12 that my menstrual came on, so I do not have a short luteal phase, which is amazing because that's one thing that my endocrinologist ended up telling me one time, was like, oh, I think you have a short luteal phase. And I didn't know what the heck he was talking about, but as I begun to do more research, I now know what he's talking about, and I don't have a short luteal phase, so that's a plus. So now we are on cycle number 2, and right now my OvuSense app, which I'm gonna post right here, has not confirmed my ovulation, but just by looking at my app and also posting this very screenshot into the OvuSense Facebook support group of asking other women who are using the app, like, hey guys, based on this chart, what day would you say that I ovulated? And I already knew that I felt like I ovulated on cycle day 22, which I believe was Wednesday, October 27th. And some ladies also said the same thing. 2 of them said cycle day 22 and 1 said cycle day 23. So that also helped me to confirm that based on how they're looking at my chart with that dip, that the very next day after that dip could be the possible date that I ovulated. Another reason how I know that I ovulated is because of my cervical mucus. This month I had cervical mucus, and last month I didn't have like the egg white cervical mucus. Last month I didn't have that, but this month I had egg white cervical mucus. I knew when ovulation was approaching because I did a cervical mucus check, and I want to say like 4 days before that, the cervical check, and it came out and it was very creamy, like thick and creamy. Sperm cannot swim through that. So I'm like, okay, ovulation is approaching. A day or so later, it started to get scratchy, but it was still like white. You couldn't see through it. It was still fuzzy. So then 2 days after that, that's when it was like egg white and it was like scratchy, but it was clear. You could see through it. That's how I know that I ovulated. I believe that, you know, I ovulated on October 27th, cycle day 22. We did do a lot of baby dancing, and we also baby danced on that very day. I feel like our chances of being pregnant is very high and great, but I won't know until probably like sometime next week or the week after next or whatever, because I believe my period is due Saturday or Sunday. If I don't get my menstrual cycle on Saturday or Sunday, or even Monday, then I'm gonna know something up, and I'm gonna be like, okay, what's up, pregnant, what's up. So basically, we're back on the TTC journey, and I'm gonna be updating you guys regularly. A lot of the times when you're on a TTC journey, a lot of people, they don't post real time their videos of when they're pregnant. I know that some people feel like, oh, if you tell too early, then that's bad luck, but I don't believe in luck at all. I don't believe in no good luck. I don't believe in no bad luck. I ain't with all that magical stuff. I'm not with all that witchcraft, sorcery, none of that. I believe in Yeshua HaMashiach, period. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, period. But of course, the first person that's gonna know is my husband, then I'm gonna tell my family, and then you guys would know after that. So I'm gonna be very early in my pregnancy when I do announce it. So if I am pregnant, I'm gonna wait until I'm about 4 weeks to come out with a video to say I'm pregnant. And Lord forbid, but if something was to happen, whatever, and I'm not speaking on it, but y'all know I'm talking about, something was to happen, I would share that, and I would go through that journey with y'all. And yes, I would be hurting, but I would share every moment, every feeling with you guys, and then we would just try again. You know what I mean? I really truly believe that God is going to allow the baby to stick, and that we are going to carry a full-term baby. So I'm super excited for this journey, and I'm just super happy because I know that God is good. He's able, and his mercy endures forever. Forever and never and never. Forever and never and never. Forever. Forever and never and never. Forever. Hallelujah. I felt that. Hey. Whew. But anyway, so I just want to come through and tell you guys that I'm on cycle number 2. So currently, From the date that I feel like I truly ovulated, it will be DPO 4. 4 days past ovulation. But what I realized, and the biggest advice that I would give, because it's working for me, to enjoy the journey. Stop making it about TTC. Like, stop really making it all about trying to conceive. Enjoy love making with your husband. Enjoy the waiting process. Enjoy changes in your body every month. Like, I enjoyed that. I know it sounds weird, but the fact that that has never happened to me before, and now I'm getting egg white cervical mucus, now I'm actually ovulating, now my periods are regular. I'm actually enjoying the different feelings in my body during the different times of my cycle, knowing that my body is actually working right and is doing what it's supposed to do. I'm enjoying the journeys. All right, y'all, that's the end of the video, okay? It's about time for y'all to go. It's about time for y'all to go, okay? Because y'all been up in my house too long, and I'm finna just lay across this couch and we finna take us a little nap. Because you just never know, it could be a baby bacon. You just never know. But anyway, give the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the post notification bell so that you can be notified. Ooh. You know the rest.
It's something that I want better. Is it the curse or is it the blessing?